let's just sew whatever.
Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making or cutting the Could I Be Any Clearer stadium bag. Just a quick disclaimer, if you are taking this to a stadium, please make sure you read their policies. It may not fit within the policies of every stadium bag, so just wanted to throw that out there. This was my original tester. I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of what the size of the bag is. It's so freaking cute. I absolutely love this front pocket. It's big enough you can put a cell phone into and even use through the pocket, I think. Let's see. Yeah, so you could literally use it through the cell phone pocket right there. If you wanted to, you could cut out two of these and put one on the front and the back. The bag size construction has changed a little bit since my tester was created, but I'm really excited to cut this out. I'm going to be using just TPU clear vinyl for this one. On my tester I used a regular vinyl as well, which you could absolutely do if you're not worried about seeing the wrong side of your vinyl on the inside of the bag, or you could even line the bag with clear vinyl, which I've done before too. I will be carrying clear holographic glitter TPU and clear TPU very soon, so that you can create a bag that kind of uses some clear and some printed clear. So I'm going to be using this stripe coordinate from Fabric Therapy. This is the TPU, and then I'm going to be using this Galaxy Rose print from my website. I think much like Nancy and I, we look real cute together. So I think I'm going to use this as the main part of the bag. I'm going to use this on the gusset and maybe the front pocket. I don't know. I will say that's one thing that's hard about using clear vinyls is like, what matches with it? How is it going to look in the end? How do they look when they overlap? Etc., etc. So I have my pattern pieces printed here. Some of them are just squares, so we can go ahead and use our cut list in the beginning of the pattern and the cutting chart, or the additional cut list within the pattern pieces. It's definitely one of my favorite things to have in a pattern, just so I can look at that and reference it as we're creating. If you are worried about not being able to cut your pieces well on the fold, since clear vinyl is a little bit tricky, you can print out the pattern pieces twice and then tape them together at that fold line. Just know that they're going to be backwards on one side. So like if you print out two of them, they're going to be this same direction, so one of them is going to have to be upside down. She references using a jelly vinyl within the pattern, which is like a frosted print, jelly print, and is a super fun thing to use. I know all kinds of shops are carrying it right now, so you will be able to find it. I do not carry it, and I don't necessarily plan to carry it, just because, again, like I said, a lot of shops are carrying it now. So there is the front gusset top piece and the back gusset top piece, but I'm going to be using my cut list for that part. There's also webbing used in the pattern, just 1 inch wide webbing. If you don't want to use webbing, you could of course use vinyl cut to double the width. So you'd cut it to 2 inches wide. Oh man. Now I'm second guessing myself. Like maybe I just want to use a regular vinyl with it. Because like look how pretty this color is with it. And then I could line it with the clear. Hold please. I'm gonna put my life together. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna use this jelly vinyl for the gusset, etc. And I'm going to use this vinyl for the front of the bag and the pocket. Again, if you are actually using this at a stadium, you're going to want to make sure that you're using some fairly clear vinyl, where you may not be able to bring it in. You just never know. Man, I'm second guessing this too. Okay. Swear to God, final choice. These look so cute together. So I'm going to use these together. These are the scissors from my website, and then this is that fabric therapy print. So yes, I'm here for this. This one is a flawed print, and so I'll just kind of cut around it. It's for me, so I'm not super duper worried about it. But we've got our main panel piece. And then our front pocket, and the rest is pretty much squares. So I'm just gonna grab my ruler. This one, that one's too small. Yeah, so just that one ruler. And I'm gonna use this on my main panel. Ooh. Now I'm like, do I want this as the gusset? Do I want this as a pocket? This is a... That's what's so hard about the clear vinyl. Like, what's the best way to organize it? I don't even know. You can use a pen on your vinyl to trace out your pieces, or just cut around it. What I'm doing is just lining it up on the edge, and I will use clips to hold my piece in place. And then I'll just use my rotary cutter. Just go really slow around those curves. Make sure you're holding your pattern piece and your fabric in place to keep it from shifting. And there isn't a ton of structure with clear vinyl, so that binding is really what's gonna give the bag its shape. You could definitely add piping into the seam if you wanted to as well. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out 2 of the pockets, 2 of the panels out of the scissors. I really like it. And like, I still think it's clear enough, whereas this isn't extremely see-through. Like, it's a peekaboo bag then. Peekaboo, I see what's inside you. Ew, gross. I am super excited for this pattern. I hope we can get some templates made soon, and by we I mean Jenny and Tops and Bobbins. I have nothing to do with it, I just want some templates. Because like a fussy cut version, so basically a knot on the fold version of this, would make it so much faster to cut out, and you don't have lining to cut, so like, great, even faster. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and fold these in half to find my center. So there's that, and now we don't need this piece at all. If you want to use this bag as like a base for an actual handbag, because this would be really cute, it would still be finished with binding, but you would just cut lining and exterior out of both pieces, put them together the same way, and then bind it the same way. But you'd be able to add some extra pockets in there, things like that. So totally up to you. Oh man. And like if I use this for the pocket, you can't see through it. I do have an actual clear TPU that I got, that I was sent from Weft and Warp Co. But it's like this holographic print, so I don't know. I also have a little bit of jelly left over that is also from Weft and Warp Co. that maybe I'll check out. You know what I mean? But like I just feel like that's a lot going on. I have some clear glitter vinyl, but it's a PVC from I believe it's Wonderground Fabrics. I think they had it listed at TPU, but maybe didn't quite know what TPU was at the time, because it's definitely a PVC. Let's see. So I've got this little bit of jelly here. I think it matches, so we'll do that. Try something new. And I do need some zipper ends cut from the jelly, some zipper tabs. And using the jelly for your zipper tabs is kind of cool because then you really can't see like the raw edges of your zipper. I'm gonna use some double-sided tape. Jelly vinyl, it doesn't stick the greatest to it, but like it's better than nothing. Okay, there's that. And then we can cut out our pocket. And this is a raw edged piece, so just make sure you're going really slow. On clear vinyl, it won't be as obvious if you mess up, because you can't really see it. But the jelly, it definitely will be. So that'll be our front pocket. I still think that's ridiculously cute. Our zipper tabs, the back of our bag. So I'm gonna set that over there. Let's see, there's a handle accent. Okay, so I decided I'm going to be using this webbing from Salty Sews. It's fucking perfect. I'm so stoked. So I'm not going to do the handle accent. I don't want to cover this amazing print, so I'll skip that. But I think for my handle, I want it to be the jelly. So that's 11 inches by 2. Or would that be 4? Unless I just fold it in half. I'll just do webbing. But I do want to make this into like a convertible backpack. That was my plan. So I'm going to cut 1.5 inches by 6 inches. And use 3/4 inch D-rings down at the bottom of the bag. So that is for that piece. If you wanted to, you could add this same zipper pocket like inside the bag too. That would be really fun. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the bottom gusset, and then I think I'll use the scissors for the top gusset. And my stripes have to go this way because the fabric is only 18 wide, unless you want to cut it in half and like piece it together, but I don't want to do that. Oh my god, stop. That's gonna be so cute. And then make sure that you're putting this film back on your roll if you're not using it so that the print doesn't transfer. No TPU is immune to that unfortunate thing. You just have to store it smartly. Okay. Alright, so keep in mind that your back zipper panel is a different size from your front zipper panel, and that's so that we can add the handle and the overlay to it. And so I'm cutting my pieces a little bit longer than they need to be so that I can then square it up later. Just double checking. Okay, so that's 3 1/4. And 1 1/2. Oh man, I forgot I have those holographic stars from Zipper Valley too. I'm trying to put all of my like clear vinyls on a shelf together, and well, it didn't help me this time, did it? Okay. So I'll go ahead and cut off that 1/4 inch. Okay. So that's my zipper panel. And then we've got our webbing pieces, because I've got my front gusset top, back gusset top, gusset bottom, front pocket, zipper tabs, 2 binding strips. We can cut that from the jelly vinyl, just because it'll be a little bit more opaque. You could also just use pre-made binding if you'd like. But this is going to be 1 inch by 4 1/2. If you have not used jelly vinyl for binding yet, I highly recommend it. It's so much fun. It looks so cool in the end. Okay. Strap connectors. Okay. These are my two D-ring strap connectors. Handle connectors that are 3 inches long. And then a grab handle that is 11 inches. Why did I think that would work? Okay. And then I've got my crossbody, or my other pieces, cut to make it into like a backpack. So that's it for cutting it. It's super quick. You could, like I said, add a little bit more to this pattern if you wished, but I think it's going to be so much fun to make. I hope you will join me in my next video release to sew it up.